Hi guys, I am in my Minneapolis hot studio, just getting ready to, and by hot studio, that's my glamorous name for bathrooms with heaters. So yeah, my Minneapolis hot studio versus my Holton Hideout North hot studio. Isn't that fun? Why not just make it what we want it to be? So I didn't jump on yesterday. A few reasons for that. Busy, that's fine. It only takes a couple of minutes to jump on, but I also want to be, hi Erin, really present and inspired when I hop on and chat with you. So that's one of the driving forces I'm really trying to tune into, and I'm really excited because yeah, this is like the 15th of the month, right? So this is day 15 of my healthy reset, and it really started November 29th on my birthday, when I, thank you for the cheers, when I worked on my calendars. And you know what? I'm gonna pause and just give myself some like kudos and some credit, because I'm working on really breaking some lifelong patterns. And if you know me, I say that a lot, there's a lot that you already know about me. Yeah, I've been in growth for a really long time. It's kind of what I've aligned with to keep from slipping into darkness and despair, and that's 100% true. So it's like, even when I slip sometimes into my darkness, it's temporary, but I have done that a lot and kind of gloriously. And as I learn tools, I very consciously go back and forth. I think it's a whole bunch of things. I think it's not wanting to work so hard. I think it's that deep underlying I'm not worthy. I think it's sort of predicting my own failure and cutting it off. And it's also a kind of exhaustion from trying so hard. And so I will reach for things that are numbing, because in that moment I turn everything off. There's also some there's absolute truth in that I didn't start connecting with humans outside of myself until, as a teenager, I started experimenting with alcohol. So I was either in my home alone and depressed, or working, or socializing with alcohol. So, you know, talk about that as a pattern. So during my time right now, even though I think I've been really aware of stuff, it's amazing how much I'm really looking at the patterning. Like I just read this book about alcohol called The Naked Mind, and it, you know, she keeps referencing as some of her leverage, like, you used to know how to have fun without alcohol. Why do you think you need it? And I have to kind of laugh, because I'm like, no, I didn't. I didn't know how to have fun before I started having alcohol. And I'm not saying that alcohol is fun, but I am saying I absolutely believe that there's a me that is fun without things that numb me. And so I threw up here two things: suffering and decision. And one of the things that's becoming really clear to me is just how much indecision equals suffering. And I'm kind of the queen of indecision, right? Like, I like to go up to an edge and say, like, well, maybe, and dip my toe over. And that's, of course, that is the healthy edge. That's it, exactly. Like, you go right up to discomfort, you dip one toe over, you have one foot back on solid ground, and you just kind of dip and dip and dip until that front spot becomes solid ground, and then you move forward. So it's not like that's suddenly not going to be the process. But for me, I'm definitely kind of the queen of, well, I'll create new edges for myself, but there are certain edges that I just kind of keep myself in suffering. Like, am I ready to walk to the, like, just cross that line already? So what I am really coming up against are my habits of what I put in my body, because it, you know, I've proven I can work hard. I've proven I'll learn new things. I've proven I'll get really uncomfortable. I know for a lot of people, some of that is their growth edge. And my growth edge is, what am I putting in my body, how often, and why? So while I've had tremendous growth from that, like, I no longer eat the way I did, as a teenager, a college student, even a post-college student. Like, I can remember training for a marathon and going on a 20-mile run and then going and getting McDonald's because I earned it, right? And now McDonald's doesn't even really cross my mind. So there's been definite evolution and growth here. But like, when am I gonna just let myself have the healthy, whole, vibrant foods? And when am I gonna maybe recognize alcohol for the toxin that it is, instead of a thing that I kind of keep doing a dance with? So I don't know, but I'm dropping all these seeds for myself because right now I am really proud of myself for giving myself these anchors during the holiday season, which I don't think is anything that I've ever done. I've just treated this time of year as like the you know what show and just let whatever happens happen. And there's a joy in that because I'm not trying so hard, but I'm wondering if I can find the integration point, the comfort, the ease, the joy in sticking with the things that are healing for me. So I'm really looking at what is relaxation, what is joy, what is pleasure, what is a meal that makes me feel good. So you know what? I sort of feel like I'm a baby deer and I'm just learning everything all over again. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there today. I wanna learn to get more short and sweet with these. I've got a really busy work day ahead, a couple of busy days on the Minneapolis side. And yeah, I'll be checking back in with you definitely on this reset through the 21st. And then speaking of indecision and suffering, right, I'm going to let myself do whatever for the 2 holiday weeks. And we'll see what whatever feels like, right? And I'll let you know. And then in January, we're going to shine on with this like huge community cleanse. And I'll talk more about that because I want to kind of redefine what cleanse is and share a little bit about how much I change and go a little deeper with each one, and how there's really a beginning point where you can just give yourself access to super healthy superfoods and you don't have to change your habits yet if you're not ready. So there's a place for everyone in this. Okay, have a fantastic day. I'm gonna go log on and get to work. Woohoo! Namaste.